Let's talk about the Instacart Mastercard. Is it worth it, or this is just a waste of your time and money? Here's an overview I really want you to think about. Whenever you think about the Instacart Mastercard, I want you to think about a card that could be a great choice for you if you are, let's say, if you're a grocery delivery fan, okay, and if you love convenience. But one thing that's really important to remember here is that price markups and additional service fees could take a large chunk out of your rewards earnings. So you got to be strategic here. You got to have some kind of a budgetary discipline if you want to really enjoy this cards. All in all, let's dig a little deeper here. So when you think about the Instacart Mastercard, you have a rewards rate that oscillates between 1% and 5%. There's no annual fee, so we love that, okay? And there's an intro offer of $100 Instacart credit. And the regular APR is kind of steep though. You have a 19.74% to 28.49% variable. And so in terms of a credit score, Instacart wants you to be like a good to excellent credit. So 670, 650 to 850 now. We have seen folks who got approved with a 550, 575. If you are, let's say, a long-time Instacart user, okay? So long story short, when you think about this card, I want you to think about, I want to ask yourself a question. Are you a fan of grocery delivery services? If you are, then you will love that. You'll love this card, okay? By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. Really appreciate having you here, and just make yourself comfortable. We'll quickly go through the pros and cons of this card. So Instacart's first credit card has no annual fee and earn 5% cashback on Instacart purchases made with eligible retail brands on Instacart.com and the Instacart app. So that should cover your groceries and many other everyday purchases, including purchases from eligible superstores and wholesale clubs, categories in which many of the best cashback card fall short. And what we also love the fact that this card also offers elevated cashback rewards beyond Instacart, including on travel purchase through the Chase Travel Center portal, at gas stations and restaurants, as well as on select streaming services. So when you're adding a nice welcome offer, flexible redemption options, and a very generous amount of consumer protections and additional benefits, in our view, this could be a great standalone card that covers the need of many at-home shopping fans looking for food delivery perks, okay? So this is kind of cool. But if you're not a fan of Instacart and the convenience Eat and other delivery services provide, this card may not be the best fit for you. There are a number of rewards cards that offer better rewards on groceries, gas, restaurants, and streaming services, and some even include Instacart as part of their grocery category, okay? Plus, when you factor in the range of potential Instacart fees and the fact that retailers may charge higher prices on Instacart, this card could be a poor fit for people on a budget and rewards maximizers looking for the best value. So I want you to really picture yourself where you currently find yourself and see whether or not this could be a card for you. Let's dig a little deeper here. Let me talk to you about the pros and cons, boss. But before I talk about the pros and cons, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic, boss. We are having a convo about Instacart Mastercard. And so the big question is the card worth it? I'm giving you an in-depth review here. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this card here? The pros. The cashback rate for Instacart purchases is higher than some cards' cashback rates for in-store purchases. You have a savings for online grocery delivery that can save you gas and time with fewer trips to the store. No annual fee means you don't have to worry about offering, let's say you don't have to worry about offsetting the card's cost, okay, with cashback earnings. You have generous two-tier card launch that actually includes Instacart credit and a year of free Instacart Plus membership. This card includes access to World-Elite MasterCard benefits like, you have 24/7 concierge service and MasterCard Priceless experiences. Instacart is partnered with popular food and non-food retailers like Best Buy, for instance, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, and many more. So this is kind of cool. And you also have a high rewards rate, flexible rewards redemption. There is a new cardholder bonus offer. Fantastic. What about the cons here? Now, the card does not earn boosted rewards for regular grocery purchases outside of Instacart orders, which limits the card's flexibility. And this is a biggie. Again, it's a biggie if you love to order remotely for your groceries. Okay. Now, the boosted cashback rates and for online and in-store grocery purchases do not apply at retail locations not partnered with Instacart. So you better make sure that your preferred store has a partnership with Instacart. Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy this card at all. Instacart charges fees depending on what you buy, how much it weighs, and where you buy it from. And the card actually earns decent cash back for gas, restaurant, and streaming services, but other cards earn higher rates of cash back. And the thing is, this card does not have any intro APR, which is a bummer in our view, okay? And the card also requires good to excellent credit. As I said, if you have a fair credit, you could qualify, but you have a higher chance of qualifying if you have good to excellent credit. So right then and there is a the threshold you have to meet there in terms of your FICO score. Let me talk to you about the details here, boss. It's important. Again, I want to clarify the topic. It's important to understand that this card is actually it's a specific play, okay? Because let me just give you a quick highlights. So when you think about it, in terms of rewards rate, you have 5% cash back. Right off the bat, you get 5% cash back on Instacart.com and Instacart app purchases with retail brands partnered with Instacart and Chase Travel. Okay, and Chase Travel Center purchases. You have 2% cashback at gas stations, restaurants, and on select streaming services, and 1% cashback on all other purchases. So 5, 2, and 1%. So this is kind of cool. Then there's a welcome offer. So you have 1 year of Instacart Plus for new cardholders and the first 10,000 customers to sign up and get approved for the card. Earn $200 Instacart credit. So Instacart is trying to really lure you in real fast. And all customers after the first 10,000 receive a $100 Instacart credit. So the card is kind of cool because, again, we love the fact that there is a breather here. There's no annual fee, so you don't have to pay for anything. There's no purchase intro APR. There's no balance transfer intro APR either. And the regular APR is kind of high, as I said. You know, when you think about 20 to 29%, this is kind of high because especially you're talking about people who have good to excellent credit to start with. And charging that much is quite high. So, well, I mean, the way we actually analyze this, the Instacart is trying to establish another source of revenue here. But the bottom line here is it's great for folks who are disciplined and folks who have a certain threshold in terms of grocery purchases. Okay, now let's talk about the current welcome offer. So Chase and Instacart are offering new cardholders a free year of Instacart Plus in addition to an up to $200 Instacart credit. So the first 10,000 applicants approved for the card will receive a $200 Instacart credit, while all following applicants will receive $100. Okay, so there is no spending requirements to receive this launch offer. You just need to be approved and open a card account. So this is kind of cool. Now, when we think about the $200 versus the $100 credit, this is really a great offer when you think about it because the $200 credit is competitive with welcome offers found with the best no annual fee cards. But even the $100 credit is still a great offer because you don't have to spend anything to earn it. So this is wonderful here. And unlike other rewards cards that typically require you to spend $500 or more before rewarding you with the sign-up bonus. Plus, you get Instacart Plus free for 1 year, which normally costs around $100. Or $100 annually, or $10 monthly. So cardholders are looking at anywhere from $200 to $300 in value from the card's launch offer with the credit and complimentary membership. So this is kind of cool. So overall, this could be an ideal way to try Instacart Plus for a year. And if you're curious about the service, or if you are an Instacart user, the credit and free membership are actually sure to bring added value alongside the card's cashback rate. So again, this is the kind of card you have to think deep in terms of overall strategy here. And one thing I want to say here is that it is really worth it, but again, you have to be a specific type of consumer, okay, to actually try it out. Let me talk to you quickly about the rewards here. Let's have a convo about the Q rewards. But before I do that, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. Today I'm giving you an in-depth review of the Instacart Mastercard, okay? All the pros and cons, the whistles and the bells and whistles, and in the end, is the card really worth it? So let's talk about the rewards rate. So the Chase Instacart Mastercard standout feature is that it earns 5% cashback on Instacart app and Instacart.com purchases. This rate competes well with many of the best cashback credit cards, including the Blue Cashback. The Blue Cash Preferred card from American Express, the Capital One Saver One Cash Rewards credit card, and the Amazon Prime Visa Signature Rewards card. And these cards have boosted cashback rates in some overlapping categories with the Chase Instacart Mastercard. But the Instacart card could potentially be more rewarding because if you think about it, it earns a consistent 5% cashback at hundreds, I'm not saying tens, hundreds of retail brands, including but not exclusively U.S. supermarkets. You will also earn 5% cashback for purchases made through the Chase Travel Center, a rate comparable to the 5x points you will get with the Chase Sapphire Preferred card for purchases using the Ultimate Rewards portal. And the card also comes with 2% cashback for purchases in the categories of dining at restaurants, select streaming services, and gas stations, and 1% for all other purchases. So overall, this is kind of cool. Now, how do you earn? Let's have a quick convo about that. Now, so this card will earn a percentage of what you actually spend as cashback. You'll actually earn that as cashback, and the rate is based on what you purchase. So you will earn the card's, let's say, highest cashback rate for purchases made using Instacart or through the Chase Travel Center. So there are only two strategies to actually apply here. You make purchases using Instacart or through the Chase Travel Center. Okay, and although Instacart is probably most closely associated with online grocery shopping, it's also partnered with popular retail chains and wholesale clubs that sell food, merchandise, home essentials, and more. And cards with high cashback rates that include grocery purchases commonly do not extend those rates at superstores with varied inventories like Walmart, Target, and Costco. So for the best cashback rates at these retailers, you often need to have the store's co-branded card and the card. And the Chase Instacart Mastercard, however, earns 5% back on purchases made through Instacart at those locations, along with other 700 other national, regional, and local retail brands. So this is fantastic. So this makes it one of the most flexible cashback cards available, but only if you make all of your purchases through Instacart. It has to go through Instacart. Okay, so you actually have to think about this before you actually dig in here. I want to talk to you about the rates and fees. Let's have a quick convo about that. So what are the rates and fees here? So the Instacart Mastercard does not charge an annual fee on foreign transaction fees, and the card carries a variable rate of an APR of 19 to 20% to 29%, which is, it's high in our view, but it's pretty standard for a cashback credit card. The card does not offer an intro APR, but should you decide to transfer a balance anyway, there is a balance transfer fee of 5% or $5, whichever is greater, which is higher than the fee you will find on many balance transfer credit cards. So honestly, if you are looking to save money by transferring debt to a card that doesn't charge interest for a limited amount of time, you will save more money using a credit card that has an intro offer on balance transfers and only charges a 3% balance transfer fee. And the card also comes with a penalty APR of $29.99% variable. So if you make one or more late payments, you will get stuck with this penalty APR, which is kind of brutal though. Okay, and Chase states that the penalty rate could stay in effect indefinitely. So this could make it harder to pay off debt, especially compared to credit cards that don't charge a penalty APR. Okay, so it's something you need to think about. And on top of the common credit card fees, there are also a number of Instacart fees to watch out for. After the first free first year offer, Instacart Plus member will have to pay $99 per year or $9.99 per month. So you really need to also budget for that extra charge. Okay, if you use Instacart more than 2 times per month, you may want to take advantage of the perks found with Instacart Plus, because Instacart charges non-Instacart Plus members a $3.99 delivery fee, $10 order minimum for delivery for all orders, along with a 5% service charge. Okay, but with Instacart Plus, you eliminate the delivery fee for orders over $35 and get a lower service fee of 1.9%. So with free deliveries and the reduced service fee, users with Instacart can offset the cost of membership with cashback rewards. In roughly 13 to 15 deliveries, they have a total purchase amount of roughly $1,625. Okay, so bottom line here is what? If you're not a frequent Instacart user and you want the most cash back possible, The Instacart card may not provide the best value. Instacart does not control the pricing of items you purchase on the Instacart platform and notes that prices may be different than in-store prices. So shoppers may be dealing with price markups on some or all of the items they purchase. In addition to these fees, Instacart also has what they call situational fees based on what you buy, including heavy fee, long distance service fees, alcohol service fees, priority fees, pickup fees from certain retailers. So again, the bottom line here is you have to think about, does this really make sense for you? These fees could add up quickly. Even with the generous cashback rewards, shoppers who are not really careful could actually end up paying a lot more with an Instacart card than they would in store. Let me talk to you a little bit about the rivals here, okay? So what are we talking about? So how does the Instacart Mastercard compares to other rewards cards? So when you think about the Blue Cash Preferred card from American Express, now compared with this card, the Blue Cash Preferred card, the Instacart Mastercard earns slightly less for U.S. supermarket purchases, okay? But Instacart varied retail offerings can enable a general spender to earn more cash back in areas where the Blue Cash Preferred doesn't. Like, let me give you an example, electronics, okay? At wholesale clubs, on office supplies, and purchases made at pharmacies, for example. So this is something to think about. What about the Instacart Mastercard versus the Amazon Prime Visa Signature Rewards? Now, apart from another card from Chase, the Amazon Prime Visa Signature Card is an obvious competitor to the Instacart Mastercard because it comes with a comparable 5% back on purchases made on Amazon.com, okay, and a Whole Foods location. It also comes with a 2% cashback on gas stations and dining at restaurants, as well as at 5% back on streaming via Amazon Prime Video channels. However, deciding between these two cards will come down to your preferences around shopping rather than how they stack up against one another with cashback and perks. So with Amazon and Instacart, the thing is Amazon and Instacart have different services, but a lot of the types of products sold at the 700 retail locations partnered with Instacart might also be found on Amazon when you really think about it. So plus those who shop at Whole Foods will earn 5% back at the grocery chain that Instacart members won't. So Whole Foods shoppers and Amazon customers might want to pass on the Instacart card, but it's really worth pointing out that if you are, let's say, if you happen to be an Amazon Prime member, you are spending roughly $120 each year for free 1 or 2 day shipping and the benefit of holding the Prime Visa Signature card. In some areas, certain retailers on Instacart may be quicker than Amazon if you pay the priority fee and opt for delivery windows that can be anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. So if you need, let's say, if you need your purchases quickly, Instacart could be the way to go. If you don't mind a short wait and want to hand-pick your produce from Whole Foods, then the Prime Visa Signature card is the right route in our view. And so the best card to pair this card with, if you want to avoid annual fees, a great card to pair with the Chase Instacart Mastercard could be a custom category cashback, like let's say the City Custom Cash Card. This card earns 5% cashback in your highest eligible spending category each billing cycle up to $500 in purchases, then 1% cashback. So this will be a great way, and this will be a great way to earn a high cashback rate in a category that doesn't earn as much with the Instacart card. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So here is our verdict. Let's have so what do we think here? Well, the card is the Instacart Mastercard worth it for cardholders who plan to continually subscribe to Instacart Plus and make all their purchases in the app or online with the service. This Instacart Mastercard can certainly be worth it. Okay, but you gotta be in that specific category that I just mentioned. This is especially the case if you take advantage of the additional 5% credit back for pickup orders and only place orders over $35. Plus, the added convenience of having, let's say, having groceries delivered to your door cuts down on time spent running errands and the amount of gas you will use each year. If you're not interested in paying for Instacart Plus or want to get the best value for your purchases, you will likely want to skip this card because there are cards that can be more rewarding after you consider Instacart's many potential fees for the service, in our view. The Blue Cash Preferred card is a great choice, but you could also earn more at U.S. supermarkets with the Blue Cash Everyday card from American Express. if you shop in store. Considering the average cardholder who is not an Instacart Plus member will be paying a lot of fees in the app even when using the Chase Instacart card, a general cashback or rewards card can be a better choice. Additionally, if you like to handpick your produce from the store and physically inspect items you are purchasing, then Instacart's service might not be the best choice for you, and you'll want to avoid the Instacart Mastercard. Although it earns generously in the Chase Travel Center, it has a few travel benefits and earns boosted rates for gas, dining, and streaming services. Other cards that we have actually reviewed can be more rewarding for these categories. Okay, so this is something I really want you to think about. So you might want this Instacart Mastercard if you are an Instacart loyalist. If you like a well-run card, okay, and if you don't mind booking travel through the Chase Travel Center, but you might want a different card if you don't use Instacart often enough. If your area is not serviced by Instacart, let's say if you also have a card that gets Instacart perks already. So this is really where you want to really draw the line, really, so to speak. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just give you an in-depth review of the Chase Instacart Mastercard, and I talked about the overview, the pros and cons, the details, the rewards, the rates and fees, and the alternatives of this card. And I give you the verdict in our view, whether you should go or no go with this card. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.